Hey yo, what up do YouTube? It's your boy Alvin MB10 aka AMR10, and what I got for today is some more NBA 2K23 Next Gen. More specifically, by what you can see from the title, what I have for today is making Wilt Chamberlain within NBA 2K23 Next Gen. And let me just say, this might be one of the best center builds to run if you're looking for a center that can dominate inside the paint. Doesn't have the ability to stretch the floor, but defensively will lock down the interior and offensively lock it up as well as crashing the boards and getting some pretty amazing stats. Now, as most of you know, Wilt Chamberlain was the starting center for the Philadelphia 76ers, Harlem Globetrotters, and the Los Angeles Lakers, right-handed jersey number 13. Technically, he came in at a measurement of 7'1", weighing about 275 pounds, and also was measured to have about a 7'6/7'7" wingspan. We weren't too sure, so we went with 7'7". And then body shape wise, I decided to go with compact just because he did look a little bit skinny in frame, so you know what I'm saying, we do got to put that in here as well. Now, I'm gonna quickly go through the process of putting these attribute points up together, and then I'll explain why we did what we did the way we did, and how we, you know, managed to get some beautiful badge points on this here build. Okay, so going straight from top to bottom, as you can see, we decided to go with an 85 when it came to the close shot. Key thinking here was we wanted to get gold fast twitch as well as gold masher on this build, which as you can see, you require an 85 on the close shot for the gold fast twitch and 82 for the gold masher. And then of course, we went with a 35 on the driving layup and a 55 on the driving dunk, just because, as I said before, this build is meant to dominate in the paint, meaning there's not a lot of you running at the hoop and trying to dunk on people driving at them, but there's a lot of you catching alley-oops, which is why you can get gold aerial wizard on this build. And a lot of you just generally going straight up, which is why you can also get gold rise up on this build. Now with the 90 driving dunk and the 70 vertical, I do believe you should be able to get big man contact dunks, which will help when you're in the paint. And then we decided to go with a 95 on the post control because yes, it does allow us to get Hall of Fame Dream Shake, post spin technician, drop stepper, back down punisher, but it also allows us the capabilities of getting gold quick first step, because as most of you know, quick first step nowadays is tied to both post control, it's tied to either post control or generally ball handle. So we decided to put on the post control because, as we said, this is a center build that's meant to play around the rim. Now, as it is a center build that's meant to play around the rim, as you can guess, the shooting's not that amazing. We decided to go to 46 on the mid-range and the 31 on the 3-ball. Key thinking here is if you do catch the ball at distance, just turn your back to people and back them down, which is why we gave you Hall of Fame Bully with that 95 strength. However, we did give you a 71 free throw, which means you will be competent when it comes to shooting free throws, which is kind of nice as well. Playmaking wise, the one thing we wanted to focus on was if you do get trapped, which most likely will happen when you're hitting up the post, you want to be able to kick it out to your guards and your forwards, which is why we decided to give you with a 70 pass accuracy, which as you can see allows you to get things along the lines of special delivery, quick first step, bailout, break starter, vice grip. I personally run, if you get +4 tier badge points on this build, I would personally slap them on playmaking if you could, because that's where you'll most likely need them. And then lastly but not least, defensively, as I said, this build is meant to be somewhat of an interior lockdown, which is why we decided to give, I say somewhat, it is meant to be an interior lockdown, which is why we gave him the 88 when it came to the interior defense, which allows us to get that Hall of Fame workhorse as well as brick wall and gold. I say brick wall isn't, yeah, brick wall is affected by this, but as well as gold post lockdown. When it came to the perimeter defense and steal, we left it at 40 and 42 just because we wanted to get the badge points up. Plus also, as we said, this is meant to be an interior paint build. And then when it came to the block, decided to go all the way at a 93 because you only need an 88 to get Hall of Fame chase down artist, but a 93 to get gold anchor. And then we decided to give the build a 99 offensive rebound, with the key thinking being that with it's a lot harder to crash the offensive glass than it is the defensive glass, so we decided to max it out as far as we could, because then you can get Hall of Fame rebound chaser as well as workhorse and box out beast. And then with a 90 defensive rebound, it also means that you are really competitive when it comes to the defensive boards, and majority win all of them. Speed and excel, decided not to mess with them too much besides giving you a 40 speed, just because, as we said, the main purpose of this build is to catch and put it in the hoop, whether that be off a rebound or a general pass. And then obviously strength, as discussed before, decided to go to 95 because it gives you that Hall of Fame bully. Vertical at a 70 for the contact dunks, and then 87 on the stamina just in case you really have to move around quite a bit, setting picks and rolling. Now, when it comes to the takeovers, the very first one I'd personally go with is something along the lines of see the future, just because as it says, shows you where missed shots will land ahead of time, giving you the upper hand and chasing down boards, which I believe is clutch, especially with how rebounds are in this game. And then the next thing I'd go with is most likely something along the lines of advanced post moves, which makes it easier to beat defenders with post spins, fakes, drives, and clear outs. And as we said, you will be playing quite a bit in the post unless you're right under the basket. Now, the players that 2K says this happens to be the shades of are Wilt Chamberlain, Rudy Gobert, Mitchell Robinson, and the build name in itself happens to be none other than a paint beast. Now, personally speaking, Wilt, understandable because we were making a Wilt build. Rudy Gobert? I wouldn't say for the post control, him or Mitchell Robinson, I'd remove the post control and then it would make a little bit more sense. But all three do somewhat play the same, so it does make a little bit of sense. Now, if you did enjoy today's video, do me a favor, go ahead and hit that like button because it does help with the YouTube algorithm. And it also shows that you guys enjoy these videos. Don't forget to drop a comment, tell me what you think about the build, whether you like it or hate it, or whether there's another build you want to see us make on the channel. Also, share the video because it helps with the YouTube algorithm and getting these videos out there. And if you're new to the channel and you ain't done so yet, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as turning post notifications on, because we do enjoy making these videos, and the more of you we can get in the community, the better we can make them. But yeah, it's been your boy Alvin MB10, aka AMR10. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and the way we set it up a little bit differently from the other ones. If you did so, don't forget to let me know that down below in the comments as well, because that is something I am working on. I'm switching these up. And yeah, I'll catch you in a bit. Deuces.